just want to watch this crazy balancing act over and over again. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that just magical and wondrous? The magic inspires me so much. When I saw this first time, I just thought, how is it possible? And can we use this as an inspiration for a design? The balance looks asymmetrical because we're looking at it from the side profile, like this, from the perspective that was set to highlight its magic. This balance is possible because the two forks of equal weight, when put together like this, has a downward pull. So I just want to show you how that works. So it has a downward pull. So when we put this and put this toothpick on here, it's now playing on its downward pull, the weight. So this is what we're playing with, is that. That's just principle balance and it's just pure science. So now let's try mimicking this balancing act with other material that's a little bit more relevant to floristry. So let's just take a vase, like this, a nice cylinder. We're gonna pour that water that was in the glass into here. Oh, that's not quite enough. So let's put some more. You wanna get plenty of weight in here. That's pretty good. So with the first example, I wanted to create something that has the same kind of a feel, the forks locked in together. And in this one, the two piece structures that's made with the bamboo skewers being locked in together. And so I'm going to do the same thing that we did with the forks. I'm going to find a spot to kind of pierce into with this giant toothpick. And I can see that I can get some balance of that. You can see how that balances on that point on my finger. So I'm going to use that as a guide to find that sweet spot where it will stay in balance. So it's something like this. So there's an opportunity to design flowers onto a structure like this that has to be evenly distributed. It's going to be a real challenge in balance, but that's kind of fun, experimental. And that you can do something that would just wow the audience because like, wow, that's amazing. And if you want to, you could still go and take the match or the lighter to it and see if it burns to the rim, and you'll have kind of a real wonderful moment. So the next one I want to show you is going to be a little bit more organic, a little bit more floral oriented. So I created this structure, an armature, that's made out of lichen branches, and it's been bound together. Now, I kind of designed it so it's like this, with this kind of like this curve, but you can't design it to balance on a point when it's an upward lift. You really need, like the whole thing was about downward flow and downward weight-wise. So the only way to use for this special magic, it has to have a downward weight and balance. So with this structure, this armature, I want to make sure that I can find a spot where it would seem to balance. And given that, let's give it a go. There we go. So you can see that it balances. So the challenge is how to design with flowers on it. I would say probably gluing flowers into different spots because every little additional weight is going to make a difference. So gluing is probably the easiest way to design into this. However, if you do work with stems, you just have to make sure that the weight distribution is to both sides to balance it out. But it's really a real physical challenge in balance, the principle of balance. So the amount of water in the glass or in this vase, that's just to fool the eye to make you think it has something to do with the outcome. It's posing the weight distribution, the amount of weight of the water to help counterbalance the design. But the burning of the toothpick in an original demonstration, the balance on the rim is for real. That is truly amazing. It's a great magic to appeal to kids. Everybody, anybody, it definitely gets attention. Explorers like us are really natural magicians. We quickly turn buckets of flowers into beautiful bouquets. An additional show of intrigue can attract audience beyond our usual following. So it may be a fun idea to think of these kind of natural magic and to incorporate them. I hope you enjoyed your short video demonstrating the magic of balance. It has always inspired me personally. I go back to it often because it's so much fun. So if you enjoyed it, please like today's video and consider subscribing to my channel. There's always more wow that's possible. So look at some of these magic and see if it can be incorporated into the fun that you will be presenting in the future.